Hey everybody, it's Dave Mattis with Remax of Reading, and I am here today with Elvin Rodriguez from American Capital Express. How you doing, Elvin?
Quite well, and thank you, Dave, for extending me this honor of being interviewed on your video.
No, it's absolutely my pleasure. As you know, with these business videos that I do, the idea is to try to get the word out about local businesses here in Berks County, and Elvin indeed is part of a great local business. So tell us about American Capital Express, first of all.
So American Capital Express is a business loan brokerage and independent. We're not held hostage by any one bank, lender, or any institution. We're really founded with the interest of helping business owners across the country. We're national lenders, just really to getting them the knowledge and resources that are out there, which there are hundreds of financing options out there that I feel most business owners are unaware of.
So the idea with American Capital Express is that you want local business, and again, you mentioned nationwide, but let's just concentrate on Berks. You want your local business acquaintances, friends, etc., to know if they need money for something having to do with their business, you're their resource.
Well, I wouldn't say just money. For me personally, why I'm in love with what I do is that I have the opportunity to really help business owners, and a lot of times financing at the forefront of whatever they're trying to do, whether
Right.
it is a major revamp, whether it is an expansion project, buying more inventory, just to grow their business in general. The biggest question is, oh boy, how am I going to get extra funds to be able to do that? How am I going to get funds to start a business?
Right.
And for me, a community is strong. A strong community is where local business owners are all really, really knit together and fulfilling and strong. So again, I reside in Berks County. I was raised in Berks County. I love Berks County, and it kills me to see how some individuals from the outside say, hey, this place is a dump, in other words, and I don't see it that way.
Well, Berks County has kind of a bad rap, so it's fine that you mentioned that. I have no problem with it. I love it. Grew up here and plan to stay here. But it also, kind of I think shows, the pride in what you do and your pride in your community really comes through. So it's more than just money. You really get to know that business owner, and you want to just essentially help them in any way that you can with referrals for other things that may benefit their business as well.
Correct. For me, it's again, money they may want to do an expansion, but they don't realize that they may have tax issues, and they actually need a professional accountant. And I have tons of resources that I can just easily make a phone call and say, hey, here's an accountant, contact them and fix your tax issues. The tax might be the reason that's stopping you from getting the loan that might change your business and your life as well in your community. It might be, there's hundreds of issues that most business owners don't realize are stopping them from getting the funds. And unfortunately, at the bank level, they don't see it as that. They say, hey, you just don't qualify. But I don't want to say that the banks are bad. They may not just have the tools, the resources to point you in the right direction.
Right.
And what I do on a day-to-day is really just analyze it and say, hey, this is the problem why right now you can't get it, but let's fix the underlying issue here.
That's fantastic, actually. And I think, I'll ask you in a second, how you are different from a bank, but I understand what you're saying. Like a bank may just have a box that you don't quite fit into at the moment. So how do you differ from a bank when it comes to the lending side, the cash?
So that's a great question. Most people don't realize that banks are very square with what they do. They don't think outside the box. And it's really like, this is what we offer, these are the requirements, it's very strict. For being a broker, I have the ability to point and put the right business scenario with the right lender that actually wants what your business does and the current qualifications that you're in. Every individual is unique and every scenario is unique, so you need to find the right lender and match them up correctly. What most business owners do, Dave, in my experience, is they realize, hey, I need financing for my business, I need help. They typically run to the bank where they have a business checking account. They believe, hey, they're going to help me. Well, guess what? You might be in an industry that particular bank just doesn't like underwriting.
Right.
Maybe you have a solid business financially, but they just don't like your industry and they turn you down. And for me, my expertise, I know which particular banks, lenders, where to go with the scenario given in hand is.
Right. So it's almost like in my world of real estate with the mortgage lenders that could maybe plug somebody into a certain type of loan based on their situation. You take that really, really
Correct.
Yeah.
It's the same exact, their down payment, their credit score, what it is that they're trying to do. It's the same. Mortgages, it's exactly the same, except that my passion is really, because I come from a business with family owners, I knew that there were so many difficulties, and I thought it was only my family who struggled with this. And then I realized, wait, this is a national crisis. And I said, wow, I have the amazing opportunity to help business owners who love what they do and have a passion for what they do, but how do I help them go bigger with what it is they're trying to do?
That's awesome. So they will be, in essence, lucky to find you. So again, we have Elvin Rodriguez, American Capital Express. Before we wrap up, tell us about that, your upbringing with being surrounded by people that have owned businesses, grocery stores, etc. So I just want to touch on that, and then we'll finish up.
So I'm almost the youngest in my family. I have 8 aunts and uncles. For me, I'm the youngest in my household of 3 siblings. I am the second youngest of 26 cousins. And when I was born and raised, my aunts and uncles would all call each other that they needed money for their business. I didn't understand it as a kid. Why don't they just walk into a bank and get money? As I grew older in the business, I started realizing that they weren't having proper accounting. Maybe they had credit issues. The way they would get money was, let's refinance our home and just put the money into the business, and never traditionally getting a bank loan. But I didn't understand until I started to realize how difficult it was to get proper information and get financing.
From regular institutions.
From regular
Yeah.
institution. And maybe, it is an issue that they just understand the proper documents that they need. And financing is more complex. There could be insurance. You may not have the proper insurance that a lender requires, and ultimately that's stopping you from getting a loan. And what I do, a lot of people and clients think that I do magical work. It's really not. It's really just telling them, hey, this is right now what's holding you from getting approved, and let's fix it. It's that easy. I make it look easy. The reality is not, but that is all I really do.
Well, that's fantastic. So it's more, to wrap it up, it's like a holistic approach, but it's really just it's just you like taking a deeper care to what you're doing and saying, instead of just this, I do this one thing, you really take a holistic approach and look at the whole situation. So I personally love that.
Yes, that is. And if I may put in here, I'm actually have an e-booklet that's coming out with 7 steps to ensure that your business gets funded. All of my secrets are in there, what business owners should do prior to them walking into a bank. And if they follow those steps, I can guarantee you that when they walk in, their chances of getting approved will be at a 98%.
Fantastic. All right, so Elvin Rodriguez, American Capital Express, tell everyone how they reach you.
They can reach by going to our website, AmericanCapitalExpress.com. They can call me directly at 717-740-2282, or send me an email at elvin@AmericanCapitalExpress.com.
Fantastic, and we'll have links in the video as well, so thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure.